Welcome back to another episode of Jailbreak Overlander. I'm Richie, and today this is Jailbreak. And what we're going to talk about today is something that every survivalist, prepper, or overland should have and probably doesn't. And I'm talking about first aid, but I'm talking about serious first aid, real world first aid. For instance, if you've known me or followed me for any length of time, you know that I'm into this stuff. I always have it. You never know. There's a lot of these first aid kits that are available by Adventure Medical Kits. The trauma packs, which are $25. Everything you need in one package for one incident. For instance, $25, they give you rubber gloves, a short piece of duct tape, a roll of gauze, more triangular bandage gauze, instructions, which are good, non-woven sponges ×2, a few sterile packs, alcohol swabs, instructions on how to make a tourniquet and how to dress a wound, and quick clot. So that's not too bad, but it's a one-shot deal, and if you don't do it right the first time, it's all you got. Or God forbid you're someplace where you need to change the dressing and you can't. So these are good. I take these with me on my mountain bike, etc. Places where I don't want to carry a big pack, or where I'm just me. I'm not in a vehicle, I'm not mobile, I'm not at a location, I'm moving around, walking, hiking, or mountain biking. One of the three. This is a great setup. So let's put this here. Now for $42 from Adventure Medical Kits, you can get the Pro Pack. Professional. Trauma Pack Pro. It comes in this nice little container right here with Velcro, 2 belt loops. You whip it open and it's actually even less than the Trauma Pack itself because you're paying for this little pouch. And I'm not saying it's a bad deal. It's a good deal. $40. They give you a combine pad. I think it's 4x5. Quick clot to stop the bleeding. It works, but it's like pouring gunpowder. You get rubber gloves again. Short roll of duct tape. Instructions. And a SWAT tourniquet. And there you go. There's your Pro Pack. First responders, firemen, EMTs, police officers, etc. And that's not too bad. But again, it's a one-shot deal. And if you have to change the dressing, you're out of luck. Trauma, blood, wounds at the time of impact, if you are panicking or somebody else is doing it and you don't know what you're doing, you may need to do it twice. So enter the larger setup. You get these on Amazon for $100. They give it to you in a nice Molly pouch, made in China, but you know, it is what it is. This was $100 even on Amazon. And you open it up, and there you go. There's your core. Comes with a trauma pack. It comes with a variation of the SAM splint. This is a foldable splint. You can put it on your arm, your leg, or anything, and you tape it off. Good to go. Emergency triangular bandage, which can also be used as a sling. You get a much better cat tourniquet right here. And an Israeli bandage. Now, if you don't know what an Israeli bandage is, this opens up. It's for a gunshot or a heavy gushing wound. This opens up and it actually has ace bandage type stuff built onto it so you can strap it on. There you go. And it comes with quick clot. And it comes with medical shears and a high fin vent, a chest seal, gunshot, stabbing, something to the chest, entry, exit wound type stuff right here. But once again, for $100, it's a one-shot deal. No pun intended. You know, chest seals, gunshot, one shot. At any rate, the beauty of my channel is I buy this stuff. They don't give it to me, so I can tell you whether it is or whether it ain't. this for $100 in today's world it's legit. It's what you get. $100, one shot deal. Well, then we'll move on to the legit stuff. This is from AMP3. These guys have been on YouTube since 2011. He's a practicing ER physician in the Pacific Northwest, Dave and Beth Pruitt. And I've dealt with them for a long, long time, and they're great people. If you've followed me, you've seen one of these in my truck. I've given a few of these away. We'll get into that. That's the AMP3 Outfitter. But this is the blood stop kit. Now look at this. $100. This is $200. This is a one-shot deal, made in China. This is a numerous application setup, and even the bag is made in America. This is going to be phenomenal. This is their range medic. Now look what's inside. First of all, you start with an entire blood stopper kit, okay? Everything you need is in a waterproof, heavy gauge Ziploc bag. Everything is written right out on the back. Everything. That's one module. You also have in here a complete individual first aid kit. So this, but better, and a complete blood stop kit in here. And that's not all. There's more. I love these bags, just to tell you the truth. I believe they're made in Colorado. But the Range Medic, this is badass stuff. These guys really care. And it's a mom and pop made in America shop. And this stuff right here, I paid for all this. I do have an affiliation. I've known them. I've followed them. We know each other. But I still pay them for their products. The one time she gave me a couple of things, I gave them away to subscribers. But look inside here. Everything is labeled right there. Everything that's in this package. There's a Halo chest seal, just like there was in there. Black nitrile gloves, a pair. Duct tape, safety pins, antimicrobial wipes, ×2. Operator casualty treatment card, 9-line injury code, and an evac request. This is legit stuff. This is the kind of stuff that when you get injured, after you take care of somebody, you call in the troops, you can write down all the pertinent things that you're going to forget when they show up. Mini pencil with protective cap and a lock sack storage bag. I love these guys. And personal medical information card ×2. All in here, nice and neat in a legit bag, and nothing in here. Well, you know what? Let's do this. They don't skimp on anything. I mean, come on, will ya? This is a lock sack. This bag right here on its own can serve numerous purposes, and they're like $5 a piece. I'm trying not to rip them because I like stuff like this. Okay, there's your antimicrobial wipes. It's not two little alcohol prep pads. It's a whole package of hoo-ahs. These are, you know those dude wipes they sell for like $12? These blow them away by a mile, and they give you an entire package. And then that's a Halo chest seal. You see what I'm saying? That is totally, completely legit. That's what's in the chest seal module of this. $200. That's $100. That's a first aid kit. That's a first aid kit. And then everything else is basically, I just love this crap. And like I said, the world we live in right now, you never know what's going to happen, man. I carry enough first aid material to treat a platoon because who knows what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? In this lifetime, I've had the ability to save 3 people from dying, save their lives straight up because I was prepared. One happened right down the street from my house. At any rate, enough of how amazing I am. I'm just kidding. Okay, the individual first aid kit is in a lock sack. Again, these are like $5. They give you a tool module that's completely labeled. A splinter out kit, safety pins, folding razor knife, Mini utility scissors, precision tip tweezers, mini pencil and cap, antimicrobial wipes, alcohol pads, and duct tape, all in this little pouch. And that's legit. This is all good stuff. These are all legit little tools. These aren't all Hencho in China. They don't go that route. You got your individual first aid medication module, and these are good to go. Ibuprofen, acetaminophen, diphenhydramine, and meclizine for nausea, vomiting, and dizziness. And the beauty thing about this is it's labeled so you can replenish it as you need to, as you use them. There's also an irrigation module in case you happen to get something in your eyeball. And they tell you how to use it right here on the package, like everything else. I mean, this is beautiful stuff. 2 packs of actual rubber gloves that you can put on and they won't rip as soon as you put them on your hand, like the little lovely blue ones that come with everything else. Inside you got wound care module number 3. There's a transparent dressing, a butterfly dressing, skin tape package, antibiotic ointment, and sting relief pack, lidocaine. Everything is labeled. Everything is packaged individually. You know how much time and effort it takes for these two to put all this stuff in its own little package? But when the shit hits the fan, when things are getting ugly and you're trying to pull stuff out, things aren't flying in all directions, landing in the mud, landing in blood, God forbid. Do you see what I'm saying? This stuff really, really makes a difference. Wound care module, 5x9 trauma pad, 4x4 gauze pad, non-adherent pad, and oval moleskin. Nobody gives you moleskin in an individual first aid kit except these guys. Face shield. Real moleskin. Not from a real mole, but I mean it's the brand name. The SOF mist report. For all you EMTs and veterans, you know what that is. Non-adherent dressing, combine pad, and gauze sponges. 3 of them. And again, everything is listed right here so you can keep your IFAC in good working order. The reason I just got this is I had this in my truck. I had 2 of them. I gave them away to a couple in Idaho and to another couple in Colorado. And I also got one for a buddy of mine, Mike Decker, out in Wyoming. Because I worry about Mike. He's always up there climbing on mountains and cliffs. I don't want him to get a splinter or poke his eye out. So Mike Decker has one of these. Because that's how we roll. And then, safety pins. Did I read this? I did. Also, this is all still in the same bag. The one same bag. It costs twice as much as this and it gives you 10 times the amount. This is the blood stopper kit. This is the serious kit. Somebody just accidentally cut an artery. I've done it before. Not on my wrist. It was on my hand, but I still hit an artery. Blood stopper kit has everything. SWAT T tourniquet, 4-inch Israeli dressing bandage, quick clot, EMS rolled gauze. Quick clot rolled gauze is not free. U.S.A field. There's another pack of these in here. That is so awesome. It makes me want to dig a cat hole right now. Safety pins, nitrile gloves, antimicrobial, mini pencil, operator casualty card, Locksat element proof. Now there's a little bit of redundancy because this is the entire range medic kit, which has 3 separate kits all in one, which is why I got it, because it's the best deal. Besides this bad boy, but we ain't even got to that yet. Again, inside a $4 lock sack, all right, there's EMS rolled gauze, blood, quick clot. If you've ever cut yourself or had somebody put a hole in you and you got to fill it with quick clot, oh my God, it's like being married 10 times over all in 1 minute. It hurts so bad, but it works. The gauze actually is a little lighter because you're wrapping it and you're not dumping it right in the wound. So it's better. Again, nitrile gloves, duct tape, safety pins, antimicrobial. You're getting redundant things in these because these are 3 separate modules, but it's good to have. Another combine pad. This is one kit. 2 packages. This will last me an entire 2-month road trip. Combine pad, SWAT tourniquet, and Israeli bandage. All of that comes in just this little bag. Costs twice as much as this. You get 10 times the amount. It's all assembled and made in the United States by YouTubers that have been on YouTube as long as I have. And the doc is a practicing ER physician in the Pacific Northwest. And his wife, Beth, is phenomenal. So there's that. Let me take a break before I break into this big guy. So once again, let me remind you, I have no affiliation with these guys other than the fact that they make the best first aid kit that money can buy. I've bought them from absolutely everybody on Instagram, on the internet, off of YouTube, and none of them even come close to this. Period. There's no two ways about it. I don't care who you're talking about. So I'm going to leave links here. You can mention that I referred you, but it doesn't make any difference. I'm doing this because I believe in this gear, and these are Americans, and I want to support them. It's very rare that you run into somebody that goes out of their way to make everything made in America, and these guys do, and that's admirable. So I support them, and you should too, or don't. Every video I've ever shown of my truck, you can see AMP3 Outfitter in there. Every time I reviewed a first aid kit, you can see AMP3 in the background. The stuff is legit. Okay, I just spent 15 minutes trying to fit all that stuff back into the package the way I got it, and I can't. There's so much gear in this pack, it's ridiculous. And that's a good setup for a vehicle, or if you travel with your wife and kids, something like that, it's a good setup. But I carry one of these on my passenger seats at all times. This comes in at $575 for this first aid kit. And this is the AMP3 Outfitter. I think this is like my 5th. I've given away 3 of them, 2 to subscribers, 1 to my ex. There's 1 hanging in my truck, and now there's this one here. Again, this is all made in America. Beth and Dave make these specifically. Again, he's an ER physician practicing still. The bags are made in the United States, sewn and stitched. Everything is U.S.A. sourced if they possibly can. This is no joke. This, nice. This is 4 feet long, and it has everything in the world from a broken arm, gunshot, stabbing, splinter, ticks, something in your eye. It's insane how much gear is in here. And if you travel into the wilderness, up into the mountains, out into the desert like I do, this will help people out numerous times over. This is good if you have a large family, if you've got a large prepping group, survival group, off-road group, whatever. This has so much gear in it. I don't know how it's so cheap. That kit I showed you earlier was $100, and there's enough in there to take care of one person once. And when you're wounded, you don't just dress the wound once. You have to dress it, clean it, redress it, etc. With this, you can. I'm not going to pull all this out because I can't get it back in the bag. I don't know how. It's too hard. I mean, how come that won't fit back in there? I can't figure it out. I have an entire extra amount left over that I can't get in that little red bag. That's what these guys know how to do. At any rate, this in the Outfitter, it has its own trauma module with quick clot, a SWAT bandage, 4-inch emergency dressing, which would be the Israeli bandage, as you can see right there, an abdominal pad, 2 pairs of gloves, and H&H primed gauze, and 2 rolls of 3-inch gauze, are in the trauma module. That is substantial. And the cool thing is, this is all reflective right here, and you can write on it. And the doc even hooks you up with a little clip light that goes right here. So if you hang this on the side of your truck like I do, at night there's a light that goes right down the center. And you can add to this, but I dare you to figure something else that's not already in here. All right, that's one module out of this. The second one is the PPE, which is personal protection equipment. It's got 6 pairs of gloves, a pack of U.S.A. field towels, antimicrobial wipes, and hand sanitizer gel. And there's a lot of it in here. I mean, that's substantial. I make no money from this. The only association I have is they're on YouTube, I'm on YouTube. They make these and I buy these. So there is that. This is the musculoskeletal module. It has a SAM splint. As you can see right here. The one I got for $100 comes with a knockoff version of this, but they're kind of the same. SAM splints are good because it gives you your measurements, and it's also emblazoned right on it what you do with it if you can't figure it out. These can contour around your arm. This can act as a splint if you happen to crack a femur, crack a shin bone. It happens. But that goes along with this. And I mean, look at this stuff. How beautiful is this? Ace bandage, SAM splint guide, H&H burn dressing, and combat cravat guide. There's a cold pack, 3-inch ace wrap, and a 4-foot tube of gauze in here. Substantial. And there's the SAM splint guide. I mean, you can see all the different ways you can put this on. You can wrap it around your neck if you want, but this will do it. I carry one of these in my backpack. Right where people put their water bladder, I have a SAM splint, and I also have one of these in my pack. And I shouldn't say fortunately, but usually it's me helping somebody else out who didn't bring first aid. It's so short-sighted. This isn't flashy. This isn't something you show off to your friends, etc. But it's detrimental. It's something you need to have if you're prepared or if you're going off into the wilderness by yourself. You need something like this. I've bought every single type of first aid kit, the ones that come in the Pelican cases, the ones that go underwater, the ones from Skinny Medic. I bought them from absolutely everybody, and they give you this for $100 or $150, and it doesn't even compare whatsoever at all. Just saying. That's the beauty of my channel. I buy the gear. If it's awesome, I'll tell you. If it sucks, I'll tell you that too. I ever mentioned MagnaFlow mufflers? Yeah. All right, at any rate, 4x4 gauze pads, non-adherent pad, moleskin, Xeroform gauze, 5x9 times 2. I don't even know what that is, but he's a doctor, and it's in there. It's like spaghetti sauce. It's in there. You know what I mean? I don't even know what it is, and I got it. Look at this entire module for us hikers. It's a blister treatment content kit. It's got a container of blister band, moleskin, duct tape, scissors, pause pads for your animal, sting pad relief, skin glue, benzoin, safety pins, and alcohol pads. All of them in a lock sack. These are high quality, serious freezer bags. Put it that way. All right. I love this bag, and sadly you can't get the bag without everything else. This is the administrative module. There's the Right in the Rain staple notebook, Right in the Rain, name brand, pencil and protective cap. There's a Sharpie in here, alcohol pads, operator casualty treatment card, 9-line evac, personal info, empty 2x3 Ziploc bags, empty 3x5 Ziploc bags. They think of everything. The more I yammer, the more my nose runs. Dude, this is the tool module. They give you an LED lamp, like I told you, and you can use that. It'll clip right in here. They give you a Fresnel lens for magnifying, reading small print, etc., or starting a fire. Utility scissors, mosquito forceps, precision tweezers, folding razor knife, splinter out, large nail clip, large safety pins ×4, and a sting scrape card. And a complete flashlight and energizer batteries and forceps. Come on, man. Come on. You ain't going to get stuff like this. And you can't. I've tried. You cannot do it this well for less than $900. I don't know how they do it. I'm guessing because they buy in bulk. But you know me, I have no clue. At any rate, stand by. Okay, so I showed you the administrative and the tool bag. I mean, there's a Coast flashlight in there. It's beautiful because they cover all the bases for you. When you have this in your vehicle, in your house, in your camper, in your airplane, on your boat, you're good to go. And I'm not bad-mouthing anybody, but these guys have been doing it forever. They don't make them look, well, actually, I can't even say that. They don't make them look badass. This is badass. And the roll is brilliant because it opens right up. You can see everything instead of having a box with stuff piled on top of it. You know what I'm saying? And everything being labeled and packaged inside its own package is phenomenal. Oh my God, my wife's bleeding. You open this up, you open the package, everything goes flying everywhere. It's junk. It's no good. It's no good. It's no good. You can't have it. At any rate. Irrigation module. So this is for your eyes. There's an emergency blanket in here. There's an eye wash station. There's saline solution. Povidone iodine pads inside here, and the irrigation tip and shield. You gotta love it. I told you, they cover everything. And this is the tape module. And yes, all right. Guess what's in this? In the tape module. This tape. A lot of duct tape. Emergency tape and doctor's tape, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. Self-adherent wrap. 2 rolls of it. Adhesive tape, 2 rolls, and 1 roll of duct tape. Miscellaneous wound care module. You get steri strips, butterfly tape, Tegaderm. All right, stand by. You get steri tape, 2 packs, butterfly tape times 10, Tegaderm times 4, antibiotic ointment times 6, alcohol pads times 8, skin glue twice, and benzoin times 4. And again, I can't believe I'm opening this because I'm not going to be able to put it back together. That's why I keep buying new ones. I can't put the old ones back in the bag. Everything is packaged so you don't lose it. And when I say everything's packaged, everything's separate so you can get to exactly what you need. The amount of time, energy, effort that they put into this, plus the fact that they try to source everything in America, is amazing. This is $570. I'll buy this. Well, actually, I think it's my 5th one. Steri strips. These are like basically you cut yourself open, it'll hold you closed. Look at all the bandages. I mean, this is good stuff. Tegaderm film by 3M. You're not going to find that in any other first aid kit. Any high-end first aid kit gives you a bunch of bandages, an Israeli bandage, maybe a Sam splint, and they give you a tourniquet and send you on your way. Or maybe they throw an Adventure Medical Kit's trauma pack in there and call it a first aid kit. I mean, it's better than nothing, but when things go sideways, this is what you want. And it's the one thing that you'll buy. You buy once, cry once, kinda, because this is literally the equivalent of 5 to 6 first aid kits. I mean, high quality, serious first aid kits. These were made by a doctor, and you can tell. This is your medication module. 16 ibuprofen, 16 acetaminophen, 8 diphenhydramine, and 8 meclizine for vomiting, nausea, and dizziness. Nice. Now you've heard that before, but that was the other kit. This is a totally separate one. And this is the medication module number 2. You get 4 Sting Ease pads, 1 burn gel, which is 2% lidocaine, and Diamode, which is for diarrhea. I'll tell you what, in my wallet, I carry anti-diarrhea stuff because in any type of situation where you're out in the woods or out in the desert, out by yourself, you don't want diarrhea. That is real burn dressing. This isn't Hencho in China. I can't sing these guys' praises enough And sadly, too many people go for the sexy Instagram first aid kits. And I have, and guess what? You're paying for a picture of a first aid kit. These are utterly, totally, completely legit. Dude, I can't get that back in the package. I'm going to leave it. So that gets us all the way through there. That's everything. And then there's this. Because no first aid kit remembers this. He gives you 2 Grimlocks and paracord just to hang this. 2 Grimlocks. These aren't Hensho in China. These are legit. I mean, I can't even imagine. Maybe they steal it. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what they do. You know what? I bet you that's just what they're doing. They're stealing this and then they're packaging it. Because I don't know how they do it this cheap. Eye wash module specifically. Saline solution and the plastic cup, just like the doctor uses to cup your eye and wash it properly. So I've said this before in videos. When you're in the wilderness, if you can, wear sunglasses, because walking through the bushes, there's nothing like getting poked in the eye to take you out. It's something you don't think about till it happens, and wow, does it suck. All right, and this is the emergency care module with a CPR mask, nitrile gloves, aspirin, 10 glucose tabs, and 4 Benadryl. So if you start dehydrating, you are 5x5 good to go. Why do people always park in front of my house? And then this. No first aid kit gives you this. This is an entire dental kit. An entire dental kit. And it even explains tooth anatomy. You know, being a doctor and all. But this has ibuprofen, acetaminophen, 2 tea bags, dental wax, emery board, 2x2 gauze pad, 4 rolls of cotton rolls, 4 cotton swabs, 1 buffered saline, and that is about it. But dude, I mean, are you kidding me? I'm going to leave a link to their website. They have this. This is the big dog. This is everything you need in one thing. You're done. Do you have first aid? I am totally covered for me and 6 other people. Straight up. This right here, this will cover you for hunting, fishing, hiking, prepping, Civil War, who knows? But they've also got just the individual first aid kit, which I believe are like $70 or something like that. I'll leave links in the description box below the video, but it's definitely something you're going to want to check out. But I'm not bashing anybody. I got no hard feelings, but there isn't anybody else that makes a first aid kit this complete, this concise, this well thought out, because he's a doctor. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to tell you. I'm a little amped up. I've been awake since 4:30 because I've had some health issues. I got a rash on my arm. Nice, right? That's pretty, isn't it? I've been itching it. The last night was the first night where I actually slept through the night and didn't have to worry about waking up itching my arm. And I broke into one of my kits to get some Benadryl and some anti-itch stuff. This is amazing, though. The dental kit. Everything you need to know, for the most part, to deal with a toothache. Because a toothache, dude, that makes being married look like a great idea. You see what I'm saying? No offense to those happily married couples out there. I know you two are listening. Get it? You two? I'm insinuating only 2 people in the world are married happily. At any rate, dental care kit, gloves, eugenol, oil of cloves. There's a spatula, curved tweezers, cotton pellets. I mean, he hooks you up. Shit, this is shit you would not think of. And then this is all the you know, Motrin, aspirin, etc., and everything else to pack it and stuff. But you don't get these. You don't get these in the first aid kit. This is just in there because these guys kick ass. They give you get flat. I mean, I don't even know how they do it. If you don't buy one of these, you're not prepared. That's just all I'm telling you. I got 2 of them because you know why? I'm stupid. I give stuff away. But it is what it is. If you can, you should. If you can't, don't. But I do it anyways. At any rate, I'm Richie for Jailbreak. This is AMP3 Outfitter. This is the Blood Stopper kit, individual first aid kit, and the Range Medic bag by AMP3. I'll leave the links below. Not 1 cent goes to me. I'm doing this because these people, if every American still did their job like this, we'd still be America. At any rate, I'm out.